Last time we covered Tesla, the stock was trading around $378, and I warned you that we could fall to $325 and potentially even break below $300. Well, Tesla went all the way down to $297. Now we're back around $336, but the big question is, was that the bottom, or is this just a relief rally before Tesla makes another move towards $300 and possibly even lower? Let's break down the charts from the monthly all the way down to the 1 hour time frame, and let's see exactly what Tesla is setting up for next. And before we go over the top-down analysis, I want to go over 2 winning trades I gave you guys on the last Tesla episode. I was seeing a possible head and shoulder pattern here on the weekly time frame, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, with the measured move taking us all the way down to $267. We didn't make it all the way there, but we did make it to $297. That's almost like 90% of the move. So congratulations on whoever took this setup. This is a big win for the FLEXCANDLE community. And if you guys didn't take that setup, I also gave a head and shoulder pattern on the 3-day chart, which was left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and this pretty much gave us the same exact measured move, taking us all the way down to about 267. And again, we went all the way down to about 297. So again, congratulations on whoever took this setup. This is a big win for the FLEXCANDLE community. Now let's start off here with the monthly time frame. Right now, the price of Tesla is at $336.29, and for July, we ended up closing a gigantic red engulfing candle. We broke below the 21 moving average, which is extremely bearish, and we pretty much went down almost to test the 50 moving average, which is currently now at $286.25. For August so far, we got a little relief rally, but as long as we stay below this 21 moving average, which is at $372.41, I have to remain bearish. Let's see if we can make it back above here in August or possibly even September, and then maybe we could have some bullish vibes again. But as long as we stay below this, is bearish. The RSI is below the 50. We're trying to see if we could get back above it here, and the stochastics RSI have rolled over, and we still have a lot more room here to continue coming down and possibly even drag before we could get back up. I'm also seeing a potential head and shoulder pattern here, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and if that's the case, this could eventually break us down to this 100 moving average at $209. Again, this is the monthly chart. There'll be a lot of up and down. Other patterns could form from here to then, but this is what it's showing at the moment. Now in the weekly time frame, we already went over that head and shoulder pattern that pretty much played out. We lost all the moving averages. The only thing that's saving us right now is this 200 moving average at $284. If we lose this 200 moving average on the weekly, that's going to be very big for the bears, and that's where we could start seeing lower prices. There's a gap here in the VRVP. We could easily drop from 270 pretty much down to like 250 here. When we see another gap here, that could take us down to 235, and eventually we come down to the value area low here at 224. The stochastics are low. We are pointing up, but I'm not convinced yet. This kind of looks like it wants to roll over. The RSI also looks like it wants to roll over. We are getting a little relief rally, but where we get rejected is going to tell us a lot. If we could get back above this 21 moving average at 380, then we could start feeling a little bit more neutral to bullish, and we definitely need to get back above this 50 moving average at $406 here. This will change the trend, and I would start to feel a little bit more bullish for Tesla. Now on the 3-day time frame, again, the head and shoulder pattern that played out, but look, we lost the 200 moving average. That's currently at $330.95. Since then, we've regained it, but not really with much strength. Stochastics are low. Again, is this going to roll over? If it does, then we're probably going to have lower prices. We need to get back above this 21 moving average at $379 immediately to try to save the price of Tesla. If not, we could eventually have more downside. On the daily time frame here, the stochastics are toppy, so I'm assuming we're probably going to have lower prices. The RSI got weak here on the 50 line. We started rolling over, and we lost all the moving averages. We're trying to stay above the 21 moving average, but with the stochastics being toppy, it's possible that we could end up rolling over. We need to get back above this 50 moving average at 368 to save the price here of Tesla. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see a head and shoulder pattern here, triple top. On the stochastics RSI, this is bearish. This looks like we're going to continue to roll over. We got rejection here off of the 50 moving average, and we're trying to be held up here by the 21 moving average at 331. If we lose this, I would think we're going to have more downside. Again, we can see here the gap in the VRVP. So we make it below 322, we could easily fall down to about 309, and then eventually we already went down to 297. So coming back down to test the $300 level as support isn't out of this world, but if we lose that, that's where we start trickling down into the 290s, 280s, 270s, and even lower. Ultimately, we need to get back above this 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame, which is at $381. If we cannot get back above this 200 moving average on the forward time frame, I expect more downside. This is pretty much the gateway here to higher prices. And on the 1 hour time frame, this is looking bearish. We try to get back above the 200 moving average, we got rejected. We tried it again, we got rejected again, and now we lost the 21 moving average, and we've gotten rejected about 3 times here. 50 moving average is being held at support. That's at 334. If we lose that, then we have the 80 moving average and then the 100 moving average, and if we lose this, then it's going to be more downside. We are low here in the stochastic, so I could expect some type of a relief rally, but again, the gateway is going to be this 4 hour time frame getting back above this 200 moving average. If not, I am still bearish on Tesla. All right guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.